Oh yeah, Eagles wear boxing. Y'all know what it is. This is a quick one, man. Be safe. Be in here. Yup. Run that. Run that back. Run these plays back. Run these fighters back. I don't know what these fighters is doing, man. They better. They better do something in a hurry though. 'Cause it just ain't. It just not working out for them. It's not working out. They gonna have to do something because a lot of this stuff, all the talking and all this, now Tank is about to fight Cruz, um, or something. I don't know. Whatever happens, happens. We're gonna see. But um, we gotta look at one thing for sure. A lot of people might be skeptical about it, and others might not be so skeptical about it. But if we keep looking at Tank's, I don't necessarily want to say resume, but if we look at him and see that he might be fighting a few undefeated fighters, but I don't know. I still don't like the competition. Frank Martin was doing pretty good. He got overwhelmed. The thing about Tank is a lot of people keep talking about his power, but it's more to him than just his power. Um, it's his mindset where he uses opportunities to use his power. It's not just his power, but he uses opportunities to make sure that he can use the power at the right time. You know, and it's just a matter of moments. It's a matter of time where he's gonna, impose himself upon you, or you're gonna make mistakes. Something's gonna happen to where he's gonna be able to put hands on you. You're supposed to be putting hands on him. So if you could just keep him from getting to you and putting hands on you, you got a good shot. I didn't say you got a good shot to win, but you got a good shot. You gotta do something. I mean, you gotta do something. I mean, something has to be done. Think about it. If you're gonna fight him, I don't necessarily want to see the Cruz fight anymore. Tank got your number, man. And plus, when I saw you in person, man, you look like garbage. You actually, to be honest, Cruz looked like garbage when I went to go see him. And the fight that I saw him, the fight that I watched, it looked like he actually lost the fight. I don't know how they get him to win. He was absolutely doing nothing. I mean, none of his punches sounded hard. None of his punches was hard. He never hurt the guy. And that was back in, that was the last September, It's like, dude. It's like, are you serious? I said, dude, you look like crap out here, man. I don't know. It's just a waste. It's a waste. I'll be finding a way to watch the fight though. But I'm not getting into my pockets. It's simple as that. I'm not getting into my pockets for certain fights. You know. And all I hear is Shakur Stevenson is just always it seems like he's just a mouthpiece, man. It's like, dude. It's like, when you gonna do something? When you gonna do more than just be a mouthpiece? But anyway, you guys know I just came in to rant and rave a little bit. I was a little bit. I was behind. Of course, this application still has to upload or update or whatever, and but I still have to come on at the same time. I can't. There's nothing I can do. So I could try to update it at night, I guess. But how would I know if I'm not gonna do a late night stream or something like that? Because people are gonna log on like, oh, okay, it's early in the morning. I couldn't sleep. I see Eagle on, but then you're not gonna see me. Simple as it, you're just not gonna see me. You're gonna think I'm on, but I'm not. So sorry about that. Just had to do this update. Just talk quick before I go in. Before I have to, because I gotta go out of town. Well, I've been out of town lately. It was nice though. Yesterday I was over in. I was in the Monterey Bay area, getting stopped by people. Old ladies stopping me. Taking pictures and stuff. I'm like, everywhere when I go somewhere, I I can't even put on a hat. If I put on a cowboy hat, it's over with. And then you get the rude people, just want to say stuff. You get used to just ignoring. You get used to ignoring people. They can't say anything but rude stuff. They don't even know that they're rude sometimes. They're so this privilege. That area is, I'm gonna say, for that whole area over there, that's probably the cleanest area that I've ever been around. As far as like no graffiti no more, it's all cleaned up. It used to be like way back in the day, but that whole area is just so, it's clean, man. You don't see trash on the street, nothing like that. I don't know. Like maybe if you went up and down every street, but I mean over there, I mean, plus you can't even, a lot of those communities you can't even get into. You cannot go into those communities and start no trouble. And one positive thing is that they're thinking about opening up, reopening it up as army base over there, army post over there. That'd be nice, because then I can go over there and I can go over there and visit. Yep, go to the stores over there and all that. That'd be nice. Nice. So we'll be able to do that if indeed that's true. But yeah, we're looking at the Frank Martin. So just analyzing it, it's you can see that even though a lot of people are saying that Tank worked on like the combination he threw, he did not work on that combination. I mean, like two uppercuts or whatever. That's not. Everybody works on a two uppercut combination. Nobody throws just one uppercut. Nobody throws combo. That's what combinations are. Nobody throws a combination where I'm gonna throw a hook, a uppercut, a right hand, this and that. No, I mean, because if you can get off two uppercuts, you're gonna get them off. If you can get off three uppercuts, you can get them off. I seen Roy Jones get off like six left hooks before. No, everybody's not Roy Jones, but nobody works on one piece combinations. You work on 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 piece combinations. You don't work on like one little uppercut. No, you two or a hook or something. You have to come off of it, because once you come over here, you come back down. You still got to come down before you throw that. You go up, you got to come back down. You can't go like this and then throw a hook off of it, because your body's going up. Your body's going up. From your legs on up, it's going up. You shot that, you come back down, boom, boom. Or if they're not strong, you can stand there and go like that, but it's really nothing on them. Or hooks, you can turn. It's easier to get a hook combination going. See, that's easier to get a hook combination going than it is an uppercut. Uppercut is one of the slowest punches. I mean, it could be fast, but it's one of the slowest punches. It's hard to just get that punch off. Yep, you can't. You're not going to just get that punch off. And I know I probably don't even have my. And I was just thinking about it. Let me see. No, it's on. I see you out there, brother. Yeah, sir. Who we hating on today? I don't know. You can put it up whoever you want. If you want to hate on somebody, we can do that. We haven't necessarily done that in a long time. So if you want to hate on somebody, that's good. We can hate on somebody. I like hating sometimes. I get hated on, and I don't really take it that. I don't take it serious like that. No way. So, I mean, it ain't no big deal. I can get hated on. You say, "Oh, he's getting hated on." There's no problem. I like getting it. It's perfect. We can hate on somebody. It's all great. I mean, sometimes people need to be hated on. You know what I mean? I mean, sometimes you just need it. Hate is part of the culture now. They got this one thing right now where everything you do, they hate. I mean, everything. Every single thing. You could walk across the street and they hate just because you walk across the street. It's really, this culture, these people here, man, y'all, sir, I hope they're more mature over where you live, man. Over here, they're just so childish right now that everything that is done around here is just a joke. Everything's a joke. But yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see who tanks. I see D-Lo up in here. Well, I ain't seen the brother D-Lo in a long, long time, man. He seen that quick stream, so he said I'll come through because it's gonna be quick. Anyway, salute, brother. Yeah, so I don't know who Tank is gonna fight. I really want to see him fight Shakur. Might as well just get that out the way. See, because people thinking that the boxing ability of Shakur is like superior to Tank. I don't know about superior, but he's good. He's boring. I don't know if you can fight Tank at the kind of pace. I don't know if he's gonna be able to pinpoint and just tag Tank like that before Tank gets frustrated. It's not like he's not gonna get touched. I mean, he has a good attitude, saying, "Oh, I'm not gonna get knocked out." D'Lo said he got the inside source. He said it will be Loma. Man, I don't even care. He's just paying. Loma Loma's just in there for the money right now. All of them should be. That's what they should be in there for. He's in there for the money. But we'll see if he fights Loma or not. Shit, mess around. Loma could beat you. Don't think Loma's not a dumb fighter, to be honest. He doesn't really have a high IQ in boxing, though. Not really. People think he does. He doesn't. What it is that with Loma is like very. He has his own. His technical skills are his technical skills, and that's what it is. He just has his own technical skills. Not necessarily, not the smartest bulb though. He's not really the smartest bulb. You know what I mean? They probably got to tell him, hey, you down a little bit. Nothing like that. You know what I mean? But you know, if you try, but he has a style where he can beat you. He does have a good style. But the thing I worry about Loma versus Tank is he got to be very careful with Tank. When I'm saying just do what you do, but just realize that if you do something too much, you mess around and get caught one of your little spins or something. You spin the wrong way and get caught. It's gonna be, it might be lights out. Yeah, he said Tank is a low volume puncher, low activity. I like any fights between those three though. Yeah. Loma and Shakur, yeah. I think Loma has a better chance of beating Shakur though. Shakur has a better chance of beating Loma, as far as those two are concerned. They have less of a good chance, I think, to fight to beat Tank. I didn't say they can't beat Tank. Yep. D'Lo said, yep. He said, spin right into a nap. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Cause it's just like, I mean, this is not really like I'm going to compare this, but, even though it wasn't really a boxer, that's like Conor McGregor when he fought Floyd Mayweather. He just started he ran out of, like, tricks. And Floyd was already calculating. He knew everything he was going to do. He already downloaded the information by the 6th round. He already knew. So then he was just biding his time. Like, I'm just going to let him, wing and tire himself out. Tank kind of fights like that. So if you fight, so the one thing about Shakur, Shakur Stevenson, if you fight him, just make sure you don't overstress yourself in there. Nobody, whoever fights Tank, you can't get stressed out thinking about the powers. But if you already said he's not going to knock you out, well, that's good. Good. That's good. We all going to believe you that you're not going to get knocked out. But we don't want to see you running, because then it's like, why do you even fight if you're going to run? We want to see you use some of those technical skills against him and combat him in a way where he can't do anything. That's what we want to see. That's what we want to see. Me meaning we. Me. So that's what I want to see. If you can't do that, then I just don't know. I don't know what to do with you. I don't know what you can do. Because you're gonna just end up being a runner, and that's not what we want to see. I don't really want to see. I don't want to see you get knocked out. But if you get knocked out, you get knocked out. But at the same time, we like knockouts. It's like if you fought so long, I want you to get knocked out because you've been fighting too long. And not necessarily just knocked out completely cold. I want to see you get knocked down a couple of times just to see what you're made out of. Because you want to compare yourself with past fighters, but you've never even suffered any knockdowns or nothing like that. All the greats have suffered knockdowns. Not necessarily knocked out, but the greats have suffered like knockdowns and come back, and do what they got to do. Now, Crawford did suffer. He against any puncher. I'm gonna say that when Gamboa was fighting him, against any puncher, like a puncher was fighting and had, they didn't have to be a big puncher, but if he was fighting like even a Danny Garcia, or Ugas or anybody at the time when I would say the Gamboa had him hurt. If one of those bigger guys had him hurt, but that kind of hurt that he was hurt, he would have been out. But we need to see him I need to see him on one knee taking an 8 count. Any fighter. And I'm not hoping any bad luck on him or nothing like that. But I need to see you take an 8 count or something like that and just shake it off like, yeah, I got this, ref. Yeah, he got me. And just shake your head like, yeah, you got me, but now it's my turn. Oh, I love fights like that. Because those put you on the edge and see, oh, he's right back at him. Oh. Don't you love a fight where all you can say is, oh. You can't even, there's no commentary. Oh, you see it right. You can't even name the punches. Yeah, you knew what he just did. You knew it was uppercut, but you don't even, oh. We don't get that enough. And think about, if you've been watching boxing for a little while, the thing about this is that we need to get that every once in a while. We spending good money, man. We spending good money. Now, we had at least how many upsets over the last couple of weeks? We probably had a few upsets. Russell lost. That was more or less what we would think would be an upset. And by the way, Gary Anton, he beat Boots Ennis in the amateurs, I think 3 times. So styles do make fights, Some people just have your number, It's just like you ain't doing nothing with me. It would be interesting to see them fight. That's one thing. It would be interesting to see them fight. Who else? Who lost? Matias lost. So it's like these fighters are just dropping. You fighters are losing. I don't necessarily care about loss. I want to see. The thing is, when we look at certain losses, what we got to realize, which nobody's talking about, is that the matchup. The matchup is supposed to be a fair matchup. Are you guys forgetting that? That's part of the rules. Marcus's Queensberry rules is that, equal competition. See, nobody's talking about that. They always want somebody. They want somebody to fight somebody who they're gonna probably blow out the water. And Canelo does that. Canelo breaks the rules almost every time he fights. He breaks the rules. That it's not gonna be an even fight with him. And I hope I hope Crawford smash him if they fight, or he smash Crawford for something. I hope he, shows that he can fight. And I don't want to hear how big Canelo is. I don't want to hear that shit. Because if people keep talking about how big he is, he's so big, but he lost to Mayweather. Come on, get out of here. And he's so big, and he's so bad, and he's still pound for pound, but he still don't want that Bevo smoke. Get out of here. Stop it. Stop playing. Stop playing. Why don't you want the Bevo smoke? You supposed to go. You supposed to run back and get that. Bevo just gonna laugh at you and beat you up. And everybody starts saying because Bevo light heavyweight. Wait a minute. Didn't he beat Kovalev as a light heavyweight? And Kovalev was supposed to be like one of the heaviest punchers ever. So stop playing. See, the thing is, they think everybody forgets, but no, we talk about this all the time. Even though there are layers, and some of the layers we haven't got to, we don't get a chance to cover. All this stuff is layers. And the thing is, I don't want to pull back a layer and find out, hey, and I'll pull back one layer. Hey, wait a minute. And feel like I've been deceived the whole time, which, I don't put nothing past anybody. Any of these fights, I don't put nothing past them. I don't put past the fact that, hey, I can be getting tricked, because I definitely could be getting tricked. I'll see you, Gil. What's up, Gil? Gil Cole's in here. Oh, there he is. There go the helmet. The helmet came in late. I don't know why. I didn't see the helmet right off top. Yeah, we just talking about, possibilities and stuff like that, and, recapping a little bit about that Frank Martin fight. Yeah. But that's one thing about Tank, you can't. See, the thing, I've been noticing a lot of fighters, here's the thing. The guys that's been fighting them have been they've been overmatched, to be honest. Even though they do good against them, they've been kind of overmatched, the skill set. Because they get in there and they realize, oh, he ain't doing that much. He ain't even doing nothing. See, when you get that mindset where you feel like a fighter's not doing nothing, and then you go out, you just do anything. You're not really having a game plan. When you feel like, oh, he ain't doing shit, I probably could knock him out. When you feel that way, it's cool to feel that way if you got some kind of skill set. If you got a way to set it up, then it's cool to do that. But if you don't have no way to set it up, then what are you doing? Just stay comfortably ahead. Make him come and get you. So what I'm saying is you practice, not necessarily practice on back foot, but practice moving. If you're going backwards, practice moving out the way. If you go back into a straight line, or you like a deer with the headlights in your eyes, and you just freeze, you just cause yourself to get knocked the F out. Because at one point that fear does set in. Because that makes him different than a lot of fighters. Because usually the fear is over with. If you're fighting, the fear is already gone. But somehow Tank still brings fear back in you. And a lot of fighters, even when they fought Mike Tyson, a lot of fighters, they come in, they throwing vicious punches. They like, damn, I'm going to try to kill him. And they so scared, but they come in like trying to kill Mike Tyson. But his defense, him ducking and slipping so much, and then his ability to counter. Tank has pretty good ability to counter, but he usually don't counter. What he does is, you get so scared, and then he just sets little traps for you. He just set a trap for you, and you fall right into the trap. So I'm saying, so if you're going to get aggressive and you want to come forward on somebody like that, make sure you got a game plan before you come forward. Don't just come forward because, oh, he ain't all that tough. Because that's what all of them feel that way when they get in there with him. Because he's just touching them a little bit. He's not really hitting you. But at one point in that fight, he is going to hit you. At one point in the fight, he's going to hit you hard. He's going to hit you probably harder than you ever been hit. And then now you have to figure it out. Like, oh, shit, I've been hit harder. I've never been hit that hard. Now you got to figure it out now. See? So if you got a good game plan, you're probably going to be ahead. You don't have to be the greatest fighter because most of these fighters are not the greatest fighters, but they get ahead of Tank. But then when they get ahead of Tank, they get ahead of themselves. Oh, this a piece of cake here. Let me throw a couple of illegal elbows to soften him up a little bit too. Let me do this, let me do that. But one thing about him, Tank doesn't panic. He just waits. He waits. He's not waiting for a knockout. He's just waiting for a mistake. He's waiting for his opportunity. But see, on the other side, the flip side of that, the other fighter that's fighting Tank they're not waiting for their opportunity. They're trying to make an opportunity. That's the difference. When you try to make an opportunity, that's when you get your ass in trouble. When you just wait on the opportunity, like, or take all the opportunity does he give you, just take advantage of that. Because who knows? Maybe somebody can get up seven to, uh, get up 7 rounds to one or something. If you can get up 7 rounds to one, you more or less got it. All you need is 1 round. You need 1 round, or you need an even round. That's it. There's no way he can get you, and yes, he knocks you out. So you got to realize you're up 4-0. You're already up 4-0. So what do you do when you're up 4-0? Do you get confidence and cocky? And this goes with a lot of other fighters. Not a lot of them, but it goes with some other fighters that can close the show on you. It's like, I mentioned a long time ago. I said Deontay Wilder is easy to beat. You don't have to be the best fighter. All you got to do is just rough him up, throw some overhands and shit, and that's it. I saw that against a lot of fighters. I saw that even against Brazil. But against Brazil, he collected himself like, oh shit. He had Brazil in trouble, and then Brazil tried to get him back in trouble. But then Brazil got complacent and just relaxed and took like this little step in right, that little jump in right, and then boom, that was it. And you can hear that shit around the world. I mean, that was a powerful punch. But I would like for us to get fights and stop wanting all these fights where it's not the competition that we need. We gotta stop it. And if these fighters run out of fighters to fight, then you as a fan, you're gonna have to have the balls enough to say, he's nobody else left for him in that division. You're gonna have to just say that. He's gonna have to move up or move out. We don't want to see no repeats. You got to move up or you got to get out of there. Sometimes you may have to go up 2 weight classes. Mayweather stepped up a couple of weight classes. Shit, Tommy Hearns went all the way up to what? Didn't Tommy Hearns go all the way up to cruiserweight or something? Shit, Roy Jones went all the way up to heavyweight. So that's why it's hard for me, I know you guys love these fighters, but that's why it's hard for me to cherish these fighters like that. Is because I've seen other fighters go up in divisions and stuff and actually fight competition, even fighting people that they probably couldn't beat. But we're not getting that. We're not getting that now. We're just getting somebody I can beat, or you got the best skills out of certain fighters. You know what I mean? And we still talking about this pound for pound stuff. Shit, Sugar Ray Robinson did fight a light heavyweight and wanted to fight a heavyweight. Now, he got taken out was winning the fight. The only thing took him out of the fight was blisters. Heat blisters took him out of the fight. The elements took him out of the fight. Yes, he would have won. He would have beat a light heavyweight as a freaking welterweight. Get out of here. You guys are not comparing yourself to stuff like that. And especially when somebody didn't like to fight and wasn't boastful and bragging like everybody. I could beat everybody on earth. Man, come on, stop it. Believe me, there's people in the street that can whoop you. Believe that. There's people in jails and prisons that can whoop you. There's people all over this place that can whoop you. Believe me, we getting some of the great athletes that we're supposed to. But anybody out there, if you went to if you studied or went to school, even from high school, elementary up to just high school, not even in college, you've seen people drop out of high school or drop out of school that was a way superior athlete compared to some of the athletes that you watch. You know that for a fact. Stop it. There was guys that I remember on the street that would could beat people completely down. Beat the nerve out of you. Especially tough guys. Guys think they tough. There were people that can pull up and have 3-piece suits on and completely whoop your ass and then get back in their Cadillac and drive off. So, stop it. But back to the point. I kind of digress, but back to the point. This is what I want to see. I know I always say, people always say they want to see the best fight the best. No, I want to see good fights. I want to see a fight where it is a good matchup. This fight could have been a good matchup, but Frank Martin just didn't have the experience. He didn't have the experience. He didn't have the experience to take the the moment. He couldn't embrace the moment the way that he should have embraced the moment. He just couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. He was, first 5 rounds, 4 rounds, 5 rounds. Yeah, he was doing pretty good. But then start, the whole new strategy, like the whole rope strategy, good. Okay, if you're gonna do the rope strategy, that's 1 round. Scratch that after the 1 round. Like you might go back to that like around the 10th round, or if you're around for a while, then you can go back to the on the ropes crap. But you got to switch it up. Like I'm in the center of the ring now. Okay, see what you can do in the center of the ring. Don't move from that center of the ring. It don't matter. The heat's gonna get hot because it's a competition, and it is boxing. But you got to be comfortable. If you want to be a well-rounded fighter, you have to be comfortable against the ropes, off the ropes, in the middle of the ring, on the outside. You got to be comfortable everywhere. So it's not just, a lot of people talk about the style. It's not just your style. It's where you're comfortable. That ring is your ring. That's your ring. And if you're in that ring, you got to be comfortable on all 4 corners in the center of that ring. You got to be comfortable. That's where you got to be comfortable at. And it's hard, believe me. You feel smothered. You feel smothered. But if I'm going to train somebody, I'm gonna train them. They're not going to get the whole. I'm not going to give you the whole ring, the whole time. I'm gonna rope that shit off. You're going to get 1 corner. Now I'm gonna tell you not to work. Like, don't try to kill each other. But I'm gonna just tell you, what can you do in that little bit of space? See what you can do in that little bit of space. Y'all sorry said salute, bro, at Gil Coach. You just now found out that Gil was here? Yeah, Lala left me a little message and stuff. I don't know, man. I'm sorry about the other day, man. But I did get back on Monday. I did get back on. It was just something was wrong with the Streamlabs. I had to redo everything on Streamlabs, man. The shit was hating. So I may have to do that like once in a while. I would say like maybe once every couple of months. I might have to just, clear everything out and then set it back up, because I'm tired. I'm tired of this where I go to log on and go to go to stream, and I can't. Okay, you was on the phone. All right, man. Mrs. Hussein, are you home? You know Yasser's on the phone, right? Make sure he's being a good lad over there. Yep. Oh, Gil Cole said back to you. He said, y'all, sir, what's up, bro? He said, just on this road. Oh, okay. So Gil on the road. Hey, be careful, man. All that. Don't be writing, brother. Yes, you hit a stop sign or something like that. Be careful out there. Oh, yes, you got voice chat. I don't like using that voice chat because you still got to end up reading it, because it comes up. Sometimes you do voice chat, it comes up all messed up. It's like, what the hell? I didn't say that. I did voice chat. I have done voice chats before and didn't read it and just left it, and that was like my last message. And I go back on. Then I finally have a chance to go back to my messages and write, and I go read. And somebody's like, "What the hell is this? What the hell you mean by this?" You might tell somebody the wrong thing. Okay, y'all sir said Gil Cole, safe journey home, bro. Yep. I got to get back out there too. Like I said, I was out in Monterey. It was nice out there though. It was just about the right. It's like the right temperature. You didn't say nothing, Gil. You forgot to put your words down, brother. Yeah. Okay, there it is. No, my shit is slow. This thing is just slow. Okay, you put the 100 down. Yeah. Yeah, but it was nice over there. Oh, he said I talk ish at the red light. Yeah, once you come to the light, yeah. That's what I do when let's say that I do when I'm texting or anything else. I talk ish when I'm at the light or something. Oh man, where I live at right now. I'm in between two bays. In between two of them, and it's so hard to get to either one of them. They make it so difficult in the summer. Like we're going in the summer, we got like 2 days before summer or something like that, and they make it so difficult for you to get to the beaches and stuff. It's like, why are you guys making it so difficult? You always do this construction. The worst time. Why you do so much construction when it's real hot? Why not do it when the weather's mild so you can work? The guys will work harder. Guys ain't gonna guys ain't gonna be rushing to get nothing done when in the heat. Man, please. I remember one time, and I know I've done it more than once, but I used to, with this church I was going to, they had this open pit, and I was doing and I don't know how I got hired, but I was out there making the barbecue. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? I, between, I didn't even know. I'm laughing because I didn't even know this was possible. In between the heat from the sun and the heat from that grill, I promise you, I went home. I went home 5 shades darker than when I got out there. I promise you. I promise you, man. I look. If y'all see my skin at that point, you'd be like, no, that ain't eagle. Oh man, I look like an African. I'm not. I BS you not. And my skin, and I cannot, for the life of, like, even right now, I can sit out in the sun like all day, and I might get brown, but I can never get like that. So I don't know, that between that grill heat and that sun, man, I was black. I was out there cooking. I was roasting, brother. Yeah. Oh yeah, you said why not do it at night? No, so what they do is, so traffic. So this is what I saw yesterday. So they were setting up, but it was okay. So the road is still full, but they were setting up around 7. We say 7 something. So the last bit of light in the sky right now, because it's summer, and which is not the longest day yet. So the last bit of light in the sky is probably a little bit after 9, maybe 9:30. That's the last bit of light where you can still see the light in the sky. So they were setting up around 7, but it was up in the hills, so it gets darker up in the hills quicker. It's darker and lighter, but the reason it's dark is because of the trees. A lot of trees up there, and then some hills are higher than other hills. So they started about then. But I'm like, what are you guys doing? Why are you? But you're right though. So they do that sometimes, and they tried to end, I would say 3, 4 o'clock in the morning or something like that. But my whole point was the time of, like, the time of year. Just do that shit. Do that shit. Like, and if you do it in the winter and fall, it will stay. It's gonna get dark faster, and nobody cares anyway because they're gonna be driving slow anyway. Nobody's really flying, so just do it then. And I would say you can start earlier then. Instead of starting at 7, you can start like at 4:30. Go from 4:30 to 4:30. Well, the whole point being that you're gonna get it done faster. That's what I'm looking at. Is you're gonna get the road is gonna get fixed faster, and I think they're just widening the road for so far, but it's not long enough. Where they're widening the road, it's just gonna widening the road means nothing. If you widen the road and then it still goes into 2 lanes, what's the difference? If you have 4 lanes on one side and 4 on the other side, what's the difference? If you're still gonna end up coming in to 2 lanes, one going one way and one going another way. Because you get idiot drivers, man. You got people that always want to turn like it's their exit. I mean, your driving over there is a little bit different than ours, but you exit. Usually, our exits are on the right hand side. You have some that's on the left hand side, but if you're on the highway, most of your exits are on the right hand side, and you always got somebody in the left lane that has to stop traffic and slow everybody down because he forgot where he was going to turn off at because he was playing music too loud or something. Connected. That's funny. Gil stupid. No, you're back. If you were cut off, you're back. Yeah. But we never do that, man. Hey, y'all gotta drop that Cash App. Y'all drop Cash App, I'll use it for nothing but that. I'll let y'all know how much I got.